So the one thing that debtors attorneys need to know is that I'm a debtor attorney. And TFS was built originally to support my clients through their journey in Chapter 13. So transferring money from a consumer to a trustee isn't rocket science. What TFS does is it has built support services around that process of transferring money that are designed specifically for Chapter 13 debtors. Payment reminders before the payment's going to be made, support if they suffer an NSF, transparency to both them, the trustee, and their attorney. So the whole TFS platform, we don't do anything else but Chapter 13 payments. And that's what TFS is there for. It is there to hold your client's hands throughout the process and give you the visibility into their payment patterns and success or failures so you can maximize your revenue.
Do they get a login to TFS like the debtor attorney?
So every person has a dashboard or a platform that they could log into. The debtor does, so the debtor can log in, choose the payment plan that fits their schedule. The attorney also has a dashboard. Everything we do for attorneys is absolutely free. So if you sign up for the TFS portal, you can assist your less technologically advanced clients set up plan payments. You can confirm when the money is going to start flowing. You can confirm that they're funding their plan according to the Schedule I and J in the plan that you've just devised for them to try to make them successful. We have reports and alerts that go out. If your clients do suffer an event like a non-sufficient fund, or if they change their schedule, our reporting system will notify you so you can react to that event fast and preserve your revenue that you're getting underneath the plan. Now, the trustee also has visibility into this also. So the trustee can verify your client's good faith efforts to make their payments. For an example, if your client unfortunately falls into an arrear situation and they need to bring their plan current and they're using our MoneyGram feature, which is a guaranteed cash payment, that event shows up in real time, both on your dashboard and the trustee's dashboard. So you could call the trustee and notify them that your client has just brought the plan current, avoiding motion practice, avoiding amounts of time wasted on motions and contacting the trustee's office. So the transparency of it is super important. First of all, MoneyGram wasn't even my idea. It was the idea of two trustees in the southern tier of the United States to address people who are unbanked or underbanked. So making it through Chapter 13 without a bank account is really, really hard. But there are some people in society that just aren't regularly banked. So we opened up 39,000 walk-in payment centers across the country where they can go make a cash payment. The most prominent one is Walmart. You can go make your trustee payment at midnight on Saturday night at Walmart. What MoneyGram has morphed into over the past decade is an excellent tool to make an emergency payment and stop a negative event from happening. So I would encourage every one of my clients, if I was a practicing bankruptcy attorney still, every one of my clients to have a MoneyGram card. And then I would say, I hope you never need to use it. Because the way to success is to tie it to a payment instrument, debit card, bank account, and then let the automation take over. I mean, if you think about really important payments in people's lives, their mortgage, their taxes, their 401k, they're all automated. There's a reason for that, because automation is the way to success. Chapter 13 rises to the same level and should be automated as well and allow technology to hold your hand. You go to work, we'll make the payment.
So what's the downside of using it? I mean, why wouldn't someone use TFS?
It's a great question. So my answer would be there is no reason. Most people think of us as just a direct pay option where people are tying their bank account to it or MasterCard debit. We also have a whole suite of services that support employers that are subject to a wage order, holding the employer's hand through, making sure that a third party doesn't cause a default. And we have a unique feature called eWage, which is an anonymous way to effectuate the regularity and the dependability of wages coming directly from a person's payroll and going to a trustee in an anonymous fashion. And that's with our eWage product, which is, again, generated through the attorney portal.
So let's talk about the eWage product and how that's changing the bankruptcy practice. So before, an employer would get a notice of garnishment, right?
Yeah, yes. So what I found out is while wage order is an excellent way to fund a Chapter 13 plan, it comes with a measure of embarrassment. Clients are loath with the prospect of their colleagues, employer, friends learning that they're reorganizing their finances through Chapter 13. So eWage, it looks like their client is setting up a Christmas club or a savings account. And to the employer, it just looks like they're depositing some money into a savings account and some money into their checking. Unbeknownst to the employer, when it hits the e-wage account number and routing number, that money embedded in that account number and routing number is who the client is, who the trustee is, what their case number is. So TFS can package that money up and send it directly to the trustee. So while wage orders are great, it allows your client to get to that regular payment, but preserve their dignity. It's something that, it's a unique product to TFS. No other payment provider offers it. No other payment provider offers MoneyGram. And TFS was built to meet people where they need to be met. And just let me give you an example. So money flows through everyone's life differently. Some people get paid weekly. Some people fund their Chapter 13 through some sort of government benefit. At TFS, there's 8 different schedules that are designed to match how money flows through their life. So if you have someone who is funding their plan through a government benefit, which comes out like every 3rd Thursday based upon their birthday, we have a schedule for it. If someone's paid bi-weekly, we have a schedule for it. And I encourage everyone to choose a schedule that matches their money flow and then allow the automation of TFS to take over and allow the payment reminders to take over and allow all the support services to really guide them through the discharge.
What's the cost difference between a wage garnishment and like a e-wage?
So e-wage is our cheapest and fastest option. E-wage is $1.99 per transaction. So with a traditional wage garnishment, depending on the employer, I don't know what employers charge their employees. But for TFS, the e-wage is $1.99. Our other fee structure, whether it's coming off their debit card or out of their bank account, is a sliding fee structure. For someone who's paying under $100, it's 99 cents. For someone who's paying $500, it's $2.99. What we try to do is mimic and become cheaper than having to go out and buy a bunch of series of money orders and remember to put your account number on it and put that in an envelope and send it to a P.O. box in Memphis and hope it arrives and not be able to track it. So that's what TFS does. That's the reason why behind our sliding scale.
And all of these things are instant.
Instant.
It's like a fintech company.
That's what. So TFS is a technology company with banking partners. And again, the technology is bankruptcy technology. The banking is what bankers do, which is moving the money. We're in every state in the union, and we work with 90% of the sitting Chapter 13 trustees. The other 10% will come along sooner or later, either retire or come along.
If I have a Chapter 13 trustee that doesn't like it, what can I do to sort of like introduce you?
Absolutely. I mean, all the Chapter 13 trustees will know her. We're a platinum sponsor of the NACTT. We're at all their events, an email introduction, and I would love to just discuss the benefits for the trustee's office, which are super meaningful as well, because a trustee on a daily basis gets a deposit into their account and a data file that they seamlessly import into their accounting software, saving hundreds of hours of their staff time.
What's the 10% of the people, of the trustees not liking it? Why wouldn't they like it? What's their argument?
Phil, you're asking great questions. And if I knew the answers, they would be clients. I mean, some trustees don't believe in the World Wide Web that's going to stick around. I mean, there are certain things, there are certain hurdles you can't overcome.
So it's that simple. Like it makes no logical sense.
Makes no logical sense. The one takeaway is TFS was built with one purpose in mind, which was to help attorneys maximize their revenue and to help clients achieve a discharge.